Za Malme kažu da je zeleno srce Švedske. Treći po veličini grad u zemlji postao je sinonim za održivost i ekološku svest. Kao zelena prestonica Evrope, Malme je postavio visoke standarde kada je reč o urbanom razvoju i zaštiti životne sredine. Jedan od najupečatljivijih primjera održivosti u Malmeu je Sege Park. Ovaj deo grada je više od običnog zelenog prostora. On je simbol naprednih ekoloških praksi. Park se prostire na više od 40 hektara. Kroz pažljivo planiranje i sadnju lokalnih biljnih vrsta, Sege Park je postao stanište za mnoge vrste ptica i insekata. Ovaj deo grada se ponosi inovativnim pristupima ka održivosti. U njemu se nalaze zeleni krovovi i vertikalne bašte, koje ne samo da smanjuju toplotne efekte, već i stvaraju dodatne površine za uzgoj biljaka. Predviđeni su i prostori za kompostiranje, što dodatno smanjuje otpad i podstiče cirkularnu ekonomiju. Takođe, ovde je implementiran sistem za reciklažu kišnice, koja se koristi za navodnjavanje biljaka. Ovakvi pristupi omogućavaju Malmeu da postigne svoje ciljeve kada je reč o smanjenju potrošnje vode i očuvanju resursa. Kada bude potpuno završen, Sege Park će biti resursno, efikasno i klimatski pametno naselje, primjer održivog urbanog razvoja, pre svega u pogledu proizvodnje energije i energetske efikasnosti, gde ekonomija deljenja dobija istaknutu ulogu.
So I'm Jesper Baseus, and I work at Drevet. And here in Sege Park, we are developing this community space, which is like a hub in Sege Park. It's mostly the old buildings that was built during the 30s for the hospital. So it used to be an old hospital area that was built in the 30s. It was a mental institution, and in the 90s it stopped being a hospital. And then now, over the last years, it's been developed into housing as well. But it's a lot of focus on the social aspects of sustainability in terms of living. So the idea is that here is supposed to be able to live within the planetary borders, but without having it to be a very high cost. So that sustainability is not just something for the very affluent and rich people. And that means a lot of sharing. So you have access to common spaces, but then also to shared resources. You can borrow bicycles, electric cargo bikes, cars, and tools, and then other things like today I bought a pram that you can travel with, so not everybody has to have their own.
Sege Park ima bogatu i uzbudljivu istoriju. Mnoge postojeće zgrade u ovom području su od velikog kulturnog, istorijskog i arhitektonskog značaja.
I think it started a few years ago when they were starting to think of how this area could be developed. And they did something really nice, I think, the municipality, because they wanted to put focus on the social sustainability issues, which was already kind of identified as the biggest challenges for Malmö. And they had this old neighborhood that was built 20 years ago that had a lot of technical aspects to sustainability. So now they really wanted something to have more focus on the social aspects.
Deljenje je unapred uključeno u planiranje. tako da prostorije, alati, igračke mogu biti suvlasništvo ili iznajmljeni. Kao rezultat toga, stanovnici ovde posjeduju manje stvari, ali imaju mnogo više.
The sharing economy was a very big thing, and a lot of focus was put into how sharing economy could a little bit save the world. I think now, a few years after, maybe not everyone think it's the only way to save the world, at least, but we got involved, and before that, the building companies and the municipality had already discussed what type of sharing services should be in the area. But when we got involved, we got a chance to try to develop a business plan for how to run it, basically. And then already we knew the first people that would move in here because some of the apartments had already been sold, even though they didn't start to build. So then we could talk to them and interview and ask what they want, what kind of services they want to have access to, and how they want to share. And everybody said that they want to be very devoted in their area and have a lot of engagement. And the only thing that they need is to have other people that are also very engaged in the area, or basically have nice neighbors. So we put a lot more focus on trying to create a community here and get people to have trust and to get to know each other. And then a lot of these sharing services could happen a little bit by itself, because then people can ask people that they know here, can I borrow someone's electric cargo bike, or does anybody have a car, or I need a cup of sugar because I'm baking a cake. And so that's the whole idea of our thinking in how to create these sharing services, instead of having people employed that would rent out the electric drill that everybody's always talking about, and people would pay for renting it instead. But I think the area is not big enough to have a space like that. So I think just to create these communities is the biggest way to get the sharing going.
Sege Park je razvijen kao deo šireg projekta za revitalizaciju industrijskog dela grada, sa ciljem da postane centar za inovacije i održivost.
Some technical innovations here. So there's a lot of focus on water and stormwater. So actually in the house we're in now, in the mobility house where we have the hub, they collect the stormwater and save it in the basement, and then they use it for watering all the plants, because 3 of the 4 walls have a lot of plants. And then there is this collective house that has a stormwater collector, and then they clean the water, and then they use it for all the toilets and all the washing machines. We have like the smallest rental apartment we have is a 2-room apartment, and I think that's maybe, but then it has like 55 square meters, so it's like a living room, sleeping room.
Zajedničke prostorije, bašte i organizovana okupljanja stanovnicima dodatno ulepšavaju svakodnevnicu.
Now we're in the community space that we're in, and what we do is that we let people that live here and then other organizations as well, and people that live around you. You don't have to live just in Sege Park to use it, but then we let people to create and keep it open and create their own projects here. So we have a group that is focusing on urban gardening, and in a few years there's going to be a big garden, community garden where people will grow food. And we have this organization that is represented by all the different houses here that are creating community events. And there is this group of senior residents, they're 55 plus, I think, age, and they're keeping it open every week. And there's like a board game group that keeps it open. And we have what we call a fixotek, which is a place where you can repair basically everything is the plan. So everything from bikes to wooden stuff to electrics.
Planova je mnogo i svi su fokusirani na održivost.
We're working with a concept that we call eco-social neighborhoods. It's something that we developed a bit on how to think of how we can live in the future, basically. And we're really thinking that people either want to or are going to have to maybe work less and then want to spend more time in the neighborhood where they live. And we think like the neighborhood level is a very good level to have projects like this, because it's easy to do quite a lot of stuff because you have at least more people than if you're an individual or just one house. But it's also very visible, so people can really see the results in their own area. So if you're working with a whole city, it's very hard sometimes for people to get the connection to a solution to something.
Klimatske promene su danas najveći izazov čovečanstva. Ovde se i o tome razmišlja.
We're trying some of the things here, but then we also have other projects where we try other things, but it's very a holistic view on how people can live, and then we divide it up a little bit. So it's also going a little bit from where the climate impact is also the biggest for how people live. So mobility is a very big thing, and food is a very big thing, and that's almost like 45–50% of the impact of people. So we focus a lot on the shared mobility. So we have a bike pool in another area in Hilje, for instance, that and then we use old bikes from the 70s and 80s that we fix up from the beginning, and then it can be used.
Zdrav život i zdrava hrana ovde idu ruku pod ruku.
You can buy eggs here. There's like local farmed eggs, and there's an organization that is it's called a community supported agriculture system, where you can be a member to get access to vegetables. So just the evening they have this pickup day here. They have every week. So people come here and then they pick up their greens for the week, and then they come back next week. It's really nice. And we're also trying to add more stuff to this local kind of collective consumption in a way where you can try to support local food producers.
Sege Park je pionirski poduhvat i primjer održivosti u smislu društvenog, ekološkog i ekonomskog urbanog razvoja. A kako se najbolje družiti nego uz trpezu? Pa kako vam se čini da kuvate za celu zgradu? Ovde je to potpuno normalno.
Hi.
Hello.
Dragana, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, I think I will not be hungry today.
No.
You are living here?
Yes, I'm living here and I'm making lasagna for 44 people today.
44?
Yes.
Oh, how many people is here?
We're 30 people who live here, including the kids, but some people want food boxes, so it's a way to make food boxes for, so people don't have to buy lunch.
So what you will prepare for today?
Today is a big lasagna, and also I'm making kimchi for sauerkraut kimchi, the Korean. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today.
Oh, shall we start?
Yeah, you want to help?
Yeah.
Please do. Is going to come in here.
All of that?
Yes, in here, to boil it off a little bit more. Perfect.
Good.
Great. And then we're going to reduce that to get that nice tomato taste.
Yes.
Everybody has their own kitchen, and we eat down here about 3 or 4 times a week. It's been 4 times mostly since we moved in.
Perfect.
And the idea was to be able to downsize a little bit on the kitchens of the families. Even though they are modern, well-equipped kitchens, they are kind of like the minimum size required by the building code. So this is sort of the extra space that we use when you have maybe a large number of guests coming and so on.
Obaveza za dolazak ipak ne postoji.
You don't have to come.
Yeah, of course.
So
You don't have obligation to come.
no. You have to participate and make sure that the days somebody's cooking, that the cooking teams are filling all the days. But you don't have to eat. You can eat at home. Sometimes you don't want to see other people, so you want to eat at home. And everything's there are no rules regarding that.
Perfect.
One of the fun things about cooking together is that when you have to do it so seldom, then you can really look up a recipe and you can, get your heart into it a bit. And it almost becomes like a competition who makes the nicest food.
Okay, do you want me to help you something more, or
Yes,
oh,
please.
this is enough?
You can cut me up some of these ones,
Okay.
and we can put them in a tray that I will come with.
Big, small pieces,
Pretty big pieces, yeah.
pretty big. Okay.
Ovde čak i moje kuvarske sposobnosti najzad dolaze do izražaja.
And this is actually some stuff that we grew ourselves just outside the door. This New Zealand spinach, for example. That's why it's so dirty. And also these beans here. They're also from the garden. So the idea is to,
And all the people are involved in gardening?
No, that's just based on interest. The only thing you have to do in this house is man the cooking teams.
Oh, okay.
Other things are kind of depending on people's interest and so on. So that's not a must. And but a lot of things in this house do revolve around food. We see food as kind of a way to meet other people in the neighborhood and to kind of grow these social bonds. We're hoping to have these cooking teams open to our neighbors as well, and to have them maybe be able to sign up for a lunchbox and come down and get it here and have these sorts of sharing economy things that also get us closer to our neighbors.
You will try to make a beer?
Yes, I'm also making a beer today.
U Sege Parku posebno uživaju deca.
The kids really love this place. We get home from school and just let them out the door, and they run and find their friends, and then we don't see them until we have to try and find them. So it's been very helpful as a parent, because they get really quality time with less screen and so on, and since we don't have to cook every day, the quality of the weekday evening is much better, because I don't have to, it's not so meaningful work to make kids likable food at home and do the dishes every day. It takes a large part of your evening. But here, we do have other things that take our time. Living in a community, there's a lot of meetings and so on. But at least, and that also takes time. But I find that time to be more fulfilling than doing the dishes. So that's kind of the trade-off that you make.
Na moje veliko zadovoljstvo, i psi i mačke su dobrodošli.
We have 3 cats, and one dog.
One dog?
Yeah.
It's somebody's dog, or?
Yeah, it's somebody's dog.
dog.
Yeah, it's somebody's dog. Here in Sweden, we don't have stray dogs.
Oh, you don't have it?
No.
That's good. In Serbia, we have straight dogs. It's not good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Do you need
Thank you.
any help more, or I can drink coffee? What do
You can
think?
drink coffee, yeah, it's fine. But it depends if you want to eat the lasagna or not.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm Mette, I'm 69 years old, and I'm living here in the collective since 1.5 years.
Meda je samo jedna od mnogih koja kaže da nije zažalila što se odlučila da živi upravo ovdje.
To be able to contribute more to a better way of living, using as little resources as possible, and here I think I find that. My duties here is to be a part of the collective, the whole holistic way of living here, to contribute to making food, with the economy, with building as far as I can when I'm 69, gardening, yeah, teaching young people how to knit. I get up and I go to the collective and drink coffee with people that are home. There are one who just got a child and she's at home, so we drink coffee together. Then other people come to the dining room and then we are 3 or 4 people sitting talking and just gathering for an hour or 1.5 hours, and then we go and do other things.
Apartman je mali, ali Meda kaže dovoljan.
My apartment is 30 square meters, and it contains a kitchen and a bathroom, and then the living space here. And that's what I need. I don't need anything more. I have my couch, I have my chair, I have my bed, so that's it. My private space is also very important. So it's a mix of that. You think when you live in a collective, you don't have own space and you need own time, but it's just as important.
Sege Park u istočnim delovima Malmea je svojevrsna eksperimentalna radionica za klimatski pametna stambena rešenja. Grad Malme sarađuje sa brojnim kompanijama na izgradnji još 1000 stanova, a dugoročna održivost, ekonomija deljenja i uzgoj voća i povrća su neke od vodećih ideja i u budućnosti.
So I hope this will inspire the people in Serbia to make changes in their own community and see how we can live sustainably in the future and get the climate transition going.
Oh, of course.
Our 3-year-old son.
I can say that our crew is also relaxed here.
Exactly.